Hey everyone, we are the Gratitude Girls.
The gratitude girls are in the house. Hi, Laurie. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you, Kathryn?
Hot boy. It's hot over here in Toronto. Let me tell you, we are experiencing a heat wave. Let me put some context to that for our members and our audience who's tuning in tonight. My name is Kathryn Asaro Mayers, affectionately known as RaRa, and I'm broadcasting to you live tonight from beautiful, hot, summery Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I'm here with my amazing Gratitude Girls partner.
And I am Laurie Delk Radecki. I am outside of Nashville, Tennessee. And yes, we were in the pool today because it was 95 here.
Wow. Yeah. Well, we're grateful for these days because we look for summer, and today we have so much to be grateful for. We're going to talk about that tonight, right, Lori? How we're going to make gratitude a daily practice. And I don't even know if we make it. I think it just naturally, organically lands like that for us.
Right, exactly. So true. Like that one simple habit, like you wake up, you brush your teeth, right? It's a simple habit. You practice for a few minutes every day, and that can completely change your outlook on life. And that's what we're going to talk about is the life-changing power of daily gratitude.
Some people may say, really, how is that going to happen? What's going to change my life if I do something every day? I was watching a movie the other day, and someone had a problem, and the line was, "Do you pray?" And they said, "No." There were two famous actors. And the line was, "Maybe you should try that every day, not just when you think you need something." There's a daily practice for you. There's powerful belief systems. There are powerful beliefs. Whether you do or whether you don't, there's somebody else who believes. And if gratitude becomes your daily practice, it can change your life, not just once a year. Oh, sorry, Lori, I was just going to make this one point and then not just once a year, but you tell us when. When is a good time to practice gratitude?
Right. Well, but that's it. That's where it's so easy, that people become focused on what's missing in their life, like what needs to be repaired, what bills need to be paid, what appointments do we have? What someone didn't do or what didn't happen. And like before long, our minds are just trained to search for problems.
Hmm.
But, what if we train our minds to search for gratitude, things to be thankful for?
A choice. So let me ask you a question. If we're wired to look for problems, what would happen if we started to pay attention and trained our brains to pay attention to something else? And maybe it would be from picking up a pen and a paper or a book and writing down as we talk about. I know you have our Gratitude Girls book handy. As we write every day to retrain our brains not to focus on the problems. When we intentionally practice gratitude, we're going to teach our mind and we're going to recognize the good that is already surrounding us. We're not going to write about anything except what we're grateful for. So the more that we look for those blessings in our day, the more blessings that we'll notice.
Right, exactly. Noticing things, right? Like we talked about that before too. And that's, one of my favorite habits is like what we teach and train about is writing right before you go to bed at night. Because whatever you do last before bed is what you dream about. It's what you think about, right? So that's why they say you should never watch scary movies before bed. I say don't watch them ever, but that's just me. But I only watch things that I would be willing to have happen in my life, right? That's my philosophy. But, right before bed, I talk to myself and I ask, what are 3 to 5 good things that happen today? Right? Sometimes they're big moments, sometimes they're small. Maybe it's just somebody that smiled at me or, had a good dinner with somebody or one of the grandkids were playing in the pool, right? Or Kevin and I sat out back and we watched the sunset. Those moments matter. And if you write them down specific and in detail, how grateful and thankful you are for them, you're going to attract more things to be grateful and thankful for.
And you know what, Lori? Some of the happiest people I know aren't necessarily the ones with the easiest lives. They're the ones who have trained themselves to notice the gifts hidden inside the ordinary days. And that's something every one of us can do.
Exactly. And, one of Kathryn and I very good friends, Cody, he always said, tell people how you appreciate them before they're in the grave. And that never really resonated with me until I had like 9 losses, major losses together within a couple year period. And I say that now. Like, if you're not gonna come see me, come visit me, come talk to me before I'm gone, don't come to my funeral. Like, don't come to, it's gonna be a celebration party, but don't come, right? Like, come when I'm alive. Tell people you appreciate them. People so many times rarely hear that genuine appreciation. And I know so many people that talk to me about Brian, my kid's dad, my late husband. They would tell me after he was gone so many things that they thought was so great about him. And I'm like, I wonder if he knew that. Like, really knew that. Like, you could text people, you could send them a handwritten card, right? Through send out cards. You could give them a phone call, right? Actually talk on the phone. You could look someone in the eye and just tell them, I appreciate you. Those words could completely change someone's day.
You never know what someone else is carrying, what they're going through. You never know whether it's your friend, your spouse, the person who served you, a teacher, sometimes within yourself. You don't know what's going on. You may be slightly disconnected from what's happening. So you may want to pay attention to you and what you're feeling because your appreciation, even for yourself, might arrive exactly at the moment that someone else or you needed that encouragement. You can pat yourself on the back. You can encourage yourself. Gratitude isn't something that we feel, only feeling it for ourselves. We can give this and share it to other people.
Exactly. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons that Gratitude Girls has meant so much to the both of us. We are in our 14th year of doing this all the time. And it's about creating that ripple effect because when you become more grateful, you become more encouraging to other people, right? You become more joyful. You become more patient when you need it. And you become more content because gratitude changes us first. Then it changes everyone else around us.
And the beautiful thing about this, Lori, is gratitude doesn't ignore the hardships. We're not pretending that everything is perfect. We have both experienced losses. We have walked through difficult seasons. But gratitude allows us to recognize that even in those difficult chapters, God continues to provide hope. Our beliefs are strong. We have our own inner strength. There are those around us who love us. And there are reasons for us to keep moving forward, not to mention what we do for one another above and beyond as best friends.
Absolutely. And who'd have ever thought I'd have a very best friend in another country, right? But we do. And, gratitude doesn't deny reality. And the reality is, yes, we're business partners. Yes, we coach people all the time and help them, but we also help each other, right? And we focus on the goodness in the middle of reality because sometimes, like we've talked about before, Kathryn will talk to me to, walk me off that ledge, right? It happens to all of us, but the more we practice gratitude, the more peace we experience.
And as you, for me, when you hold space like you do, Laurie, I may show up with one thought that has nothing to do with the thought that you have. But when you hold that space for me and give me an opportunity to experience it, we get to exactly where we need to be. We hold and honor each other's feelings and emotions to the highest regard and with respect. And that means a lot. So here's our challenge for everyone watching tonight. Before you go to bed, whatever time you go to bed, write down 3 things with a pen. Take a pen and actually write down. Don't use your phones for this if you can. Go find a piece of paper, any kind of paper. I won't even give you a suggestion. I recommend paper, whatever you can write it on. Write down 3 things that you're grateful for. Then tomorrow, tell one person how much you appreciate them. Don't think it, just say it. Text it, write it, send a card, share it.
Yes, absolutely. And we always love hearing from our audience. So many people text us, message us, send us messages, comment on things. In the comments below, tell us just one thing that you're grateful for today, because your gratitude might actually encourage someone else who really needs hope.
Remember, gratitude grows when it's shared.
And we always want to thank you so much for joining us. Tell us in the comments something you're grateful for today. But if this encouraged you, please do us a favor, like it, share it on your stories, tag us, invite someone else to become part of the Gratitude Girls community with us, and share it with someone who could maybe even use a little encouragement.
Laurie, if somebody has a question about what we're saying tonight, what's the quickest way for them to reach us?
The quickest way is, well, you could either go to our Facebook or our Instagram and hit message and send us a message. You could also do that on LinkedIn too. But you can also see all of our channels. We check all of our comments on all the social media. So YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, our website, of course, gratitudegirls.com. You could leave us messages everywhere, and we are so grateful for all of them, even Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever it is, wherever you like to listen to us. And we appreciate you so much.
That's great, Laurie. I love when we get to read all of those messages. So, for everyone tonight, if this is the first time that you're tuning in, or if you're a regular client or guest or fan of ours, we're grateful that you're here and we look forward to hearing more from you.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Good night. Ciao.